Get ready for some real, relatable, and motivational conversations with podcast host Angela A. Love Lewis. Join her and her guests as they empower you to deal with the inner you so you can heal, believe, and lead yourself to the life of your dreams. It's time to take the limits off and experience true InnerVation. Let's get to it.
Welcome to InnerVation, the podcast where you are motivating yourself from the inside out. I am your host, Angela A. Love Lewis. If you have not already, go back and catch some of the previous broadcasts and, catch yourself up. You know how you do sometimes on a Saturday or a Sunday, just binge all of the episodes that we've uploaded thus far so that you can kind of, get your mindset right and know what InnerVation is all about. When we started, it was really just putting some ideas and thoughts out there and really wanting to speak life to you, really wanting to encourage you and motivate you so that you can find ways that will help you enhance who you are internally, giving you those things that will encourage you to motivate yourself, because at the end of the day, you may listen to something I say, but it requires you to buy into it and take the action that's going to help you to become the best version of yourself. And so today we are also again starting off with a mindset, and I'm talking about an empowered mindset. See, I have another group, and it's called I Am a Woman Empowered. And there we really are focusing on, talking to women about being empowered, taking charge, taking control of their life. But it starts with the mindset. And basically everything starts there. The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And an empowered mindset is one where you are focused and committed and where you consistently take action that moves you closer to the things that you want. That's it. When you have a goal and a desire to achieve, you've got to figure out how you're going to get from that thought to making it a reality. Well, it requires an empowered mindset. See, an empowered person has the knowledge, the confidence, the means, or the ability to do things or make decisions for themselves. Basically, it's the sense that you are in control of your life. And how many of us know people who really don't have a lot of control? They allow other people to tell them what to do, how to do it, when to do it, all of those things. And a lot of times we just give up our control. We're busy people pleasing. We're busy making everyone else a priority that we forget who we are. We forget what it is that we like to do. We put more weight on someone else's opinions than we do our own. Well, this is June, the 6th month of 2022. And in order to have a successful 2023, we need to already be thinking about what kind of moves do we need to do today to have a successful next year, next 5 years, next 10 years, because it is all about what you do today, the things that you're thinking, the things that you're speaking, the things that you're doing. I know that my kids always tell me about the Jordan year, which is year 23. And so it represents Michael Jordan and the success and the pinnacle that he achieved as a basketball player. Well, I'm here to say that let's make moves now. Let's position ourselves now. Let's shift our mindset to be an empowered mindset so that our Jordan year, which is coming up in 2023, is going to be the year where everything that we have put and sown, the seeds that we've sown, everything that we've put in position manifests itself so that we can reap a harvest that will last us for the remainder of our life. And it can be done. It requires work, and it requires you to innovate. That's right, to motivate yourself from the inside out. It requires you to have that empowered mindset so that you can shift yourself into the realm of where you're supposed to be, a realm where you're empowered and in control, a realm of where you are doing the things that make you happy, not somebody else's suggestions, not with your mom or your kids or your spouse or, even your employer, what they think that you should be doing. It's time for us to regain control of our lives so that we are walking out a pathway that was specifically created for us. We are unique individuals. So that means that the things that we want to do, nobody else can tell you that. You have to tap into it yourself. And when you regain control, when you can reevaluate what it is that makes you happy, that excites you, what's your passion, what's your purpose? See, the empowered mind is searching for those things. And when you become empowered, it allows you to make positive decisions and take action that will bring you closer to achieving your goals and your ambitions. But you've got to know what your ambitions are. You've got to know what your goals are. You've got to start putting things in place and knowing what satisfies you, what brings you happiness and joy, what makes you want to wake up in the morning. Those are the things that you need to start thinking about so that it can motivate you to live the life that you were created to have. When you have an empowered mind, you know your strengths and your weaknesses, and you are confident in expressing yourself with others. See, a lot of times we don't want to talk in front of other people. We don't want to tell them what we do because we don't feel confident about who we are or what we're doing in life. So you avoid it, or you play small, or, you try to avoid getting into those type of scenarios. But I'm here to say that we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses, and embrace both sides because together it makes you who you are. So if you have strengths, put them out there and be secure and confident in your strengths and play your position well. But if there are areas of weaknesses, then what you can do is find people and make them part of your team. See, we all should have a team, whether it's a team in business, whether your team is your family, whether it's your team who are the friends that you hang around. But your team should be made up of people who can enhance who you are, can help you to evolve and grow and be better. Maybe they're stronger in certain areas than you are. Then now you can tap into what they do and their strengths and draw on that information, draw on their experiences to make you even better. But let's take it a step further. When you have an empowered mindset, you also know your limits and you're willing to ask for help when you need it. See, that's powerful. Asking for help doesn't make you weak. It actually makes you stronger. Asking questions doesn't make you weak. It actually shows that you have the desire to have an outcome that's going to be positive. See, when you take responsibility for your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, you own what you do. You don't make excuses. See, we're in a part of our life where, and if you're younger, if you're in your 20s, you're in the prime, this is a great time of your life to go out here and take the risk. But if you're a little bit more seasoned, if you're maybe in your 40s or 50s or even older, maybe you're 60s or 70s, because bottom line, it doesn't matter how old you are. I remember the singer Aaliyah said, age is nothing but a number. No matter how old you are, you can always pursue your passions. You always can pursue your purpose. And for some people, they get it earlier than others. And then some people get it late. But it doesn't mean you never will get it. But ask questions. Ask for help. Tap into your empowered mindset so that you take control of your life. And then take responsibility and own who you are. Be authentic to you. That's the important thing, because nobody else in this world is like you. You are an original. You are authentic. Not even your fingerprints matches anyone else. And so because of that, you have to chart your own course, go your own way, march to the beat of your own drum. Yes, you've got to go forth and do all of those things because it's who you were designed to be when you were created. When God said he knew you before you were formed in the womb of your mother, that means that there's something unique about you that no one else is going to be able to do. When you have an empowered mind, know that if you make mistakes and fail, it doesn't diminish who you are. As a matter of fact, failure just helps you to achieve your goals faster because now you know what doesn't work. When you make mistakes, learn from them. Failures should be life lessons. They should help you to progress even further, faster, because now you're able to see where you went wrong and then make adjustments. See, it's not a time for you to quit. It's not a time for you to give up. Failures and mistakes are opportunities. Embrace that. See, empowered mindsets understand that it's not going to always be a home run the first time, somebody pitches the ball across the plate. Every now and then, you're going to have to hit those bases. And sometimes you might strike out. But that doesn't mean that you don't get another opportunity to go to the plate and swing again. Use what you learn to help you to achieve your goals. And you can do it better because now you figured out which way you shouldn't go, what you shouldn't do. There's no space for doubt or procrastination when you have an empowered mindset. It allows you to become focused and committed to going after what you want. And see, I've been a procrastinator for a great deal of my life. And a lot of times procrastination comes from fear because you don't know what the end result is going to be. But sometimes you have to trust the process. You have to know that you may not be able to see the full picture, but it's okay, because as you continue to move forward, as you continue to evolve, as you continue to press your way, you're going to unfold so many things about yourself, and you're going to be able to accomplish goal after goal after goal, but you can't stop and you can't quit. You've got to continue to move forward. Don't feed your doubt, feed your faith. Have faith in where you're going and trust the process. See, I looked at this thing and it was talking about, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. So I'm going to just read a few of these things to you, because if you can identify it for yourself, then the empowered mind allows you to step in and course correct. It allows you to go in and make the changes that you need so that you can become successful. We all are work in progress. And what stage you're in, someone else may not be. And it's okay, because you never know. You looking at them thinking that they're overnight success when it may have taken them 20 years to get to what you see now. You may be able to do the same thing in 6 years that it took them 20. You don't know, because you can't really be busy looking at somebody else and what they're doing. You have to go your own way. So to be successful people read every day. See, for a lot of people, you don't like to read. And because you don't like to read, it slows you down. There's so many books out here that people have given you the blueprint of their level of success. They've already did it and worked it out. And when they say don't reinvent the wheel, sometimes you've got to take that information and then build on it. But successful people read every day. What are you reading? Unsuccessful people watch TV every day. Now, that's not to say, y'all, come on. It may be some shows out there, programs. Maybe Shark Tank is something that you can watch and see how people pitch, and it gives you a blueprint on how to do that. Then that works for you. Maybe you look at a movie and maybe you find a strategy that you can implement. Maybe that helps. But 99% of the time, successful people are reading, not watching TV, not being entertained, but being educated. Successful people talk about ideas. Unsuccessful people talk about other people. See, your ideas can change the whole trajectory of your life. It's ideas that will help get you paid. Ideas can help you to get to another level in your life. See, if you're talking about other people, then that's basically gossiping. Now, if you're talking with other people and you're bouncing ideas and you're in a mastermind, then you're learning. But that's not talking about someone else. You're also talking about ideas. So now is the time, if you've been doing it, don't beat yourself up. It just requires a shift. See, it's time for the shift to occur so that you can start maneuvering yourself into a better space to become the best version of you. Successful people compliment. Unsuccessful people criticize and complain. See, when you see someone else who's out doing a great job, don't look at it and say, oh, well, I could have done better. No, compliment them on the job that they've done. Let them know that, hey, I see what you're doing. You're out here killing the game. You're out here bossing up. You're out here making noise, and people see you and you're being successful. And I just want to acknowledge you and congratulate you on your success. Don't be the person who complains and says, well, it's not fair. It should be me. Or, well, it's okay. It's not all that. I've seen better. Or I can do better. That's not what's going to get you to your next level. See, you have to be willing to genuinely celebrate others so that you can genuinely celebrate yourself. Another thing that successful people do is they embrace change. And of course, unsuccessful people fear change. Change is something that's hard. A lot of people, like to stay comfortable. They like to stay with what they know. But you've got to be able to push past the fear of change and embrace it, because you never know what's on the other side. See, if we never embraced change, we would still be not having the level of transportation that we have. We would still be, maybe using, pigeons to carry messages. It's so many different things that technology has gotten us to that allows us to communicate faster or accomplish things faster. If we were back in the old days, we would not enjoy some of the things, the comforts, the things that we enjoy now. So you have to embrace change and believe that change is a part of life. That's why we have seasons. It doesn't stay the same season all the time. We experience summer, winter, spring, and fall. That lets you know that that's part of life. So you have to embrace it. Embrace change. Don't fear it. You also got to forgive others. See, successful people know that forgiving others is not about the person, it's about them, because it releases you to now move forward with your life. Unsuccessful people hold grudges. That doesn't serve you. As a matter of fact, it can cause you more stress and anxiety. It can cause health issues. It can do things that are detrimental to you. Be a person who's easy to forgive others. And if you feel like they've wronged you significantly, then you pray and ask God to deal with that. Release it to Him to handle, because trust and believe He will do way more than you could ever think or ask. See, you want to be devious and plan, but let the Lord get revenge if it's something to that effect. But you forgive for yourself so that it doesn't harden your heart. Successful people learn constantly. Unsuccessful people, they're know-it-alls. See, when you have a empowered mindset, you have a growth mindset and a mindset of abundance. That means that you know that you're constantly evolving and learning so that you can become better. You're not stagnant and staying in the same place. And when you know it all, you don't want to listen to what other people are saying, but you can learn something from anyone. I don't care how old they are. I don't care what culture they come from. If you keep yourself in a teachable, coachable mindset of always learning, you will be able to achieve even higher heights, because you're in a mode of constantly knowing that you are growing and you are assimilating information that can help you in multiple areas of your life. But you got to be embracing change and be willing to learn. Successful people accept responsibilities for their failures. Again, as I said earlier, you own it. You accept it. You don't blame others like unsuccessful people do. You know that life is about choices. We all make choices and decisions, and you have to accept whatever the outcome is, whether it's good or bad. Because again, the Bible says that all things work together for our good, and the bad things, the ugly things, work together with the good things to make you who you are now. So you have to accept responsibilities and move on. Own it and figure out, how can I take something from this to make me better? Look at it again as opportunities for growth. But when you own it, it positions you to be resilient. It positions you to have more strength, more wisdom and knowledge. Failures aren't always a bad thing. Successful people have a sense of gratitude, whereas unsuccessful people, they have a sense of entitlement. Listen, gratitude is powerful. When you wake up being grateful for what you have, then the things that you focus on grows, not what you don't have or not what you feel like you should have. See, people respect and honor people who are grateful, who display gratitude. Those people are people that you want to work with because they see things a little different. Their minds have shifted to a place where now they see the beauty and the positivity and the goodness in things. They're not looking for what's going on wrong or what happened or what they don't have. When you're entitled, your attitude is not one that people easily gravitate to you. As a matter of fact, for some, it can be repulsive, or it will repel opportunities because people do not want to work with you because of that mindset. But when you switch it around and you become grateful, it allows more wonderful things to happen for you. Gratitude attracts even more. Successful people set goals and they develop life plans, whereas the unsuccessful never set goals. They just wing it. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes when you wing it, you see success, but a lot of times it's only temporary. See, it's when you plan and develop your life, when you set goals, when you have a vision, because the Bible says that without a vision, the people perish. So that lets you know that you can't just wing it, because winging it means you're just in the moment. You're just flying by night, by the seat of your pants. And sometimes it works out, but it doesn't give you that long-term effectiveness. Make sure you take some time to sit out and write your goals and plan where you want to be at in a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. Set plans, have a vision so that you have something to work towards. That's what gives you successes, and celebrate every win that you have, no matter how big or small. The last one, successful people set a budget and they save money wisely. Unsuccessful people never set a budget and then they spend money rashly. Listen, we know that when you're successful and you save money, that positions you to be in a place of power, because now you have resources. That goes along with having good credit, because sometimes credit can get you where money can't. Be a good steward over what you have. Not only are we talking about money, but over your time. Be a good steward, because again, the more that you do well with, the more you're going to have to do things with. You're able to do more. If you look at people who are successful with their time management, they accomplish more. You feel like, oh, how do they have so much time in the day to get things done? It's because they manage it well. They manage their time, they manage their money, they manage their relationships. And people see them and sometimes they want to be like them. But it's because they have figured out that it's better to set a budget when it comes to all the things that they do in life, and to make sure that they manage it and maintain it. They don't give it away. They don't squander it away. Because listen, you can't get time back. And sometimes when you need money and you don't have it, it makes things harder. It lessens the options. See, money gives you options. And you want to be in a position where you have every option available to you. And so again, maybe you're not where you want to be, but you don't have to stay there. This is the time to have an empowered mindset shift into a mindset of empowerment, so that you can be in control of your life, so that you can make the decisions that are going to benefit you. You can no longer live for what somebody else wants you to do. This is the time to embrace all the wisdom and the knowledge and the power that you have. Channel it so that it can lead you down a pathway of success. There's time for you to do so, but you got to get started. And it begins with a mindset shift. So again, I hope that helped you. This is InnerVation, the podcast where you are motivating yourself from the inside out. And I want you to be able to take some of these things that I said and implement them. Maybe not all of them at one time. It's going to take a little time, right? They say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Take these lessons, find a good book. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is an amazing book. If you're looking to find out about saving your money wisely and doing the things about embracing change, but read every day, even if it's a little bit, even if it's a couple of pages. Read every day so that it allows your mind to expand and absorb information so that you can be better. And when you do that, you get more confident. When you're more confident, it allows you to motivate yourself to continue to do those things that will help you to become better. And that's what we want. We don't want to be the same person today that we were 5 years ago. You want to be better. Every single day should be a day that you're trying to strive to become better than you were the day before. So you're not competing against anyone but who you are the day before. And if you use that as a measuring stick, you're going to always push yourself to get better, to compete against no one but you. And that's the goal. That's the key. That is the thing that changes the game. See, I saw the meme that says she woke up and remembered who she was and she changed the game. That's what it means. Taking little steps to get better. Taking the time to know who you are. Taking the time to trust the process. Feed your faith. and starve your doubts so that you can achieve the life that you were destined to have. Tap into me. My website is www.IamAngelaLewis.com. Follow me on all social media platforms at IamAngelaLewis.com. I also have a platform for women. It's I Am a Woman Empowered. Go on Instagram and follow us there, or become part of the group on Facebook. We want you to get connected. We want you to be able to find out how to motivate yourself, but it requires a shift. And I'm here to help you to make that shift. So if you feel like you're not there, reach out and connect to me. I would love to help you go to your next level. So whatever that looks like, we can definitely work together. Just make sure you reach out. But follow me on this broadcast, on the podcast, and make sure that no matter what you're doing, you're motivating yourself. Have a fabulous, wonderful day. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.